all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh.
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah Kodash.
Double honors to the elders and the apostles of great millstone who were well and who was worthy to be counted for double honors. And peace salutations to brothers out there pushing this truth wholeheartedly and sincerely and for the love of gospel. Alright? It's the brothers from the Indiana camp come back as again for another camp day, preaching of the downfall of America. Alright? And waking up the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans to tell them that they're the true biblical Israelites. Alright? That them gutterites over there that's in the land of Israel is not the natives over there. Alright? They're not the true. They're not the people that the Lord had chosen. All right, those are called. They are Edomites. All right, Revelations 2.
It says Revelations chapter 2 verse 9. It says, "I know thy works and tribulation and poverty."
See, so basically, the Lord knows what we goes through. All right, go ahead.
But thou art rich.
Go ahead. How are we rich, man? Because we're the only people that's able to understand this Bible. All right. Now in the book of Proverbs it says what wisdom and knowledge is better than precious rubies and silver and gold. All right. To have this knowledge is basically the most valuable possession that you can have. All right. Hey, in the book in the Apocrypha it says if you desire thrones and scepters, get wisdom. All right. So just to prove that we're rich is because we're the only people upon this planet Earth that can understand the Bible in its entirety. All right. Because in Deuteronomy, the Bible tries to get that at 4, it says what? The Lord he'll open up his statutes, laws, and commands to us, man. So the other nations can look at us as a wonder. Like, wow, this is a wise and understanding people. All right?
Go ahead. Hey, Jake said in the world, man, get your education. That's one thing that they can't take from. You know what I'm saying? So Jake already knows subconsciously they have an enemy that's trying to take them up their livelihood. So they tell you to what? To God, get yourself with wisdom so you can be able to maneuver.
Hey, hold that scripture you quoted, Wisdom of Solomon 6 and like 24.
Deuteronomy chapter.
What was it again?
Wisdom of Solomon 6 and 24.
Go ahead.
Deuteronomy chapter 4 verse 5. Behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments.
And this is the Lord talking to Israel. Go ahead.
I have taught you statutes and judgments, even as the Lord thine God commanded me, that ye should do so in the land whither ye go to possess it.
Go ahead.
Keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom and your understanding.
Now notice that the Lord said this is your wisdom, this is your understanding. That word "your" is a separatist, all right? Now if I'm talking to a group of people and I look at somebody and say this is your wisdom, this is your understanding, am I talking to that whole group of people if I'm just talking to that one person I'm talking to? All right? The Lord separated Israel from the other nation. He separated us from the Chinese, the Japanese, the so-called white man, the so-called African man. All right? The Lord separated us from those people. Go ahead.
For this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nations, which shall hear all these statutes and say, surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people. For what nation is there so great who have Yahweh so nigh unto them?
Yeah, nigh means close, all right? What nation is so great that the Lord has these people closer to him, man? That's why we're rich, man. All right?
Hey, and that was beautiful that you said earlier, man. This is quoted earlier, because this knowledge, I mean, salvation, this is a gift, man. This is a gift to us, man. When you give a gift to somebody, you give it to a specific person. You don't give it to every. You don't put some gifts out there and say, oh, y'all have a field day. And even if you do that, you write a name on it. It's for specific people. All right. So this is a gift to Israel, man. All right, for the salvation. And even with that gift, it's for the elect. He said he called all to repentance, man. All right, go ahead, son.
Wisdom of Solomon chapter 6 verse 24. But the multitude of the wise is the welfare of the world, and a wise king is the upholding of the people. Receive therefore instruction through my words, and it shall do you good. Wisdom of Solomon 6:24.
Wisdom of Solomon 6. Where does it read read 20.
Wisdom of Solomon 6 verse 20.
Salakia.
God says, therefore, the desire of wisdom bringeth to a kingdom.
that adds to the point the brother made about we rich. We rich because there's knowledge. This knowledge is wisdom. And with this knowledge, with this wisdom, it brings forth everything else, the gold, the money, the women. That's why the scripture says, first seek ye the kingdom of heaven and all these things will be added. You got a good party.
Go ahead. Like in Revelations 2 and 9. Another thine works in tribulation and poverty.
Hey, just like in the book, just like in 300, before Leonidas became king, what did he have to go through? He had to go through trials and tribulation. It says in Apocrypha, which I'm gonna get it. It says that's Satan. I can't even think of what I just was from.
Sirach, chapter 2.
No, I thought. Wait, what does that say?
300.
It says, without coming to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. Constantly do it. Okay.
I got it, Chris. Back to wisdom is better than gold. This is Proverbs 16 and 16. How much better is it to get wisdom than gold, and to get understanding rather to get chosen? It's like rather to get understanding rather to be chosen than silver. All right. Wisdom is better than that. Rubies, it's better than materialistic things because materialistic things can be robbed from you. You know?
Right.
Wisdom can't be taken away. That's why Matthew says, store your treasures in heaven. You know, where moth and dust do not corrupt. You know, because
34 and 9. 34 and 9. You can finish your point.
no, that was my point. You said 34 and 9.
34 and 9.
Sirach chapter 34. Verse 9. A man that hath traveled knoweth many things, and he that hath much experience will declare wisdom.
Right, man. Having much experience, she declares wisdom. This is our experience trial right now. You know, we're not just gonna, the Lord's not gonna have us just walk into the kingdom just already knowing everything. We gotta go through it, man. We gotta work for it. Okay? Just like I was finna quote like Leonidas, man. Before he came king, he had to go through a lot of stuff. He killed the wolf, came back with his pelt. You know, he fought. He got it ever since a young man. All right. So when he became king, he was actually honored because he actually went through a lot of stuff, man. He endured the cold. You know, the kingdom wasn't just give it to him. He had to work for it. All right. Same thing with us, man. The Lord's not just gonna give it to us, man. You know, we gotta seek Him first, man. And then, like the brother had quoted, then He's gonna give everything to us, man. All right.
And there's also a process of elimination with that because the Spartans had a ritual where if you was born, if you was misshapen or short or small in stature, you was disregarded. So he passed the first little test. All right. Then he was short because he was in the kingly line. That's why he had to go through the wilderness and stuff. All right. Go ahead.
Times back in Sirach 34 and 10. He that hath no experience knoweth little. But he that hath traveled,
and that's the reason why you don't give it to unexperienced, because why? They don't know anything. They don't know how to rule it. They don't know how to rule the kingdom, man. All right. That's why we got to get the knowledge before we get the money, the women, the kingdom, the glory. You know, we got to get the knowledge. We got to understand how to rule the kingdom. All right. That's why our Lord's putting us through our trial right now. Go ahead.
It says, but he that hath traveled is full of prudence. When I traveled, I saw many things, and I understand more than I can express. I was oftentimes.
Hey, that's why King Solomon prayed for what? He prayed for wisdom to judge the people. All right. He wanted wisdom to judge the people, and guess what? The Lord gave him that, but tenfold, man. The Lord gave him everything. All right. Just because he wanted wisdom to rightly judge the people. All right. Because he didn't want to have a predicament where it comes and he didn't know how to handle it, man. You know. Go ahead. Was that 11?
That was 11.
Okay, that was it. That was it.
Get Sirach, the 2nd chapter.
Go ahead, Dad. What did you say? You had something?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Because it's twofold too with the experience. Like you got in the world, you know, if you been to different states, you've been to different countries. When you travel, it puts you in different experiences, and you be put in situations where you can learn from mistakes, and you could grow from different things, you know, from traveling. Because every place not the same. Same thing in the truth. You've been in the truth. You've been in this knowledge for 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, you know, and further. You've been in different situations. You've been in different experiences. You've been across different doctrines, you know. But Sirach, the 2nd chapter, the brother was saying, you got to work for the kingdom. Roughly paraphrasing what he said, you got to work for it.
Right.
The Lord ain't just gonna give it to you. He did that once before, but now, just like they could use Leonidas. Yeah, you was in the kingly line, like Israel. We in the kingly line. We the Lord's chosen. We the sons of the Most High. But you gotta work for it. You gotta, you know. So read Sirach chapter 2 on down.
He who endures it to the end.
Right.
It's Sirach chapter 2, verse 1. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thine soul for temptation.
See, but the churches teach you when you come serve the Lord, prepare your soul for prosperity. You know?